What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. In today's video, I want to talk about this insane Aaron Rodgers stat that I saw and why it bodes well for the New York Jets this week. I am very excited for this Jets-Broncos game. As stated, I will be in attendance with the rest of the Talkin' Jets crew, rocking the Talkin' Jets hoodie today, the OG with the monkeys on it. Love this hoodie. But also, too, wanted to point out, last call. Today, we are doing a meetup in NYC. Myself, Jake Asman, Ryan, Jeremy, Greenbean, Nick Shine, and many others will be at Pioneers in Manhattan. Very, very easy to get to. You take the train into Penn Station. It's less than a half-mile walk from Penn Station. It's a couple blocks away. So if you're interested in attending, it's free to attend. You don't have to be over 21. You just can't drink because it's in the afternoon. So the bar's like, yeah, if people are coming who are under 21, that's fine. They just can't drink alcohol. So if you want to bring your kid, you can. Greenbean's bringing his kid. Nick Shine's bringing his kid. So I'm really excited for it. Hopefully see you out there today. Okay, something that's been discussed a lot is how the New York Jets had some extra rest this week. They coming off of a week 3 blowout win over the New England Patriots on Thursday Night Football. Have gotten a few days extra rest. We've called it a mini bye week. It's not quite a full bye week, but a mini bye. And I have some numbers from Aaron Rodgers in his career coming off of extended rest at home. Hat tip to a friend of the show, Will Parkinson, on this one. He tweeted this out. But here's the numbers for Aaron Rodgers with 9+ days off of rest in home games in his career. Ready? He is 13-0. 32 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 295 yards per game passing. Wow, okay. Clearly, Aaron Rodgers has had a lot of success with extended rest and playing at home. Now, does this automatically guarantee the Jets are winning on Sunday? It's the NFL. No, nothing in life is guaranteed and nothing in the NFL is guaranteed. But I think that's a stat that bodes really well for the New York Jets on Sunday. They have the extended rest. And a theme for this team through their first 3 games of the season, they're 2-1. But it's things looking very, very different for this team. We've been used to, over the last couple of years, the Jets have gotten out to okay starts and then really cooled off in the middle of the year, maybe came on strong at the end. I mean, last year they were floating around 500 and then it fell off a cliff and then they won a couple games at the end of the year. Year prior, they started out like 7-4 and then lost 6 straight games to close the year. So obviously varying degrees of success there for both teams, but something looks really different with this team, and it's that they have a functional offense. We know the Jets defense has been good, since 2022. They got off to a slow start this year, but have played very, very good football over their last 6 quarters of the season. First 6 quarters, not great. Could not stop the run against San Francisco. Things didn't look great against Tennessee. They got it in gear in the second half of that game against Tennessee. And then against the New England Patriots, they looked really good. But Aaron Rodgers being a key difference on offense is huge. They have 3 offensive touchdowns in every single game that they've played this season, which they haven't done that since 1989. They had, I believe it was 9. By the time they hit 9 touchdowns on offense, it was week 11 last year, which is just insane. And Jets quarterbacks have, 6 passing touchdowns on the year, when they had, through their first 3 games, they had 11 total on the season last year. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers is making a really big difference on this team. The pushback that is going to come is, Aaron Rodgers might be great with extended rest or extra rest, but Robert Saleh and the Jets haven't been great in their brief history together, coming off with rest. And some of that is true, although you got to go back kind of far to get that. So in 2021, this rang very, very true. Out of the bye, the Jets lost 54-13 to New England. Then after a Thursday night game with extended rest, they lost to Buffalo 45-17. In 2022, they lost 10-3 out of the bye against New England. That was the ugly Zach Wilson game. That I think was really the end of the line for Zach Wilson with the New York Jets, unfortunately. And then they lost after playing on Thursday night the week prior to the Seattle Seahawks 23-6. Last year, a little bit more success. It wasn't pretty, but they won. Out of the bye week, they beat the Giants 13-10. And then after playing on Thursday Night Football at the end of the year, they won over the New England Patriots 17-3. So the two most recent examples of the Jets off extended rest are both wins. Okay, take that. Again, the main difference that we've seen with this Jets team versus even recent history Jets teams, the biggest difference has been Aaron Rodgers. They have not had a quarterback who they could trust to make plays when they need him. Again, the Jets have 2 passing touchdowns in each game that they played. They've scored 3 touchdowns in each game that they played. This is uncharted territory and new things for the New York Jets. So I get the fans who are, totally scorned and going, well, we've seen this team come out flat in games that they're supposed to play well in. And, I don't trust the coaching staff. I don't trust Saleh. I don't think Hackett's going to do a good job. Okay. Again, there's things from both those guys that definitely make me nervous, but something that eases my tension is Aaron Rodgers. And he is starting to look like the version of Aaron Rodgers that was winning MVPs. Was he a little rusty out of the gate? Yes. Against New England, who, may I remind you, was playing really good defense in the first 2 weeks of the year, he went off. He had 281 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Now extended rest, extra time to prepare, coming in against the Denver Broncos at home. This is one of the reasons why I think the Jets should win this game and win it pretty handedly. I don't think it's a good matchup for the Denver Broncos. And who knows, maybe I end up completely wrong. I hope that's not the case, obviously. And then I have to come on with egg on my face on Sunday, late Sunday afternoon and, on Monday after that. But I mean, just again, think about it. The Broncos, they got their win out of the way, an impressive win on the road against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bo Nix did not turn the ball over in that game, but the Broncos don't have a run game. Outside of Bo Nix, their 2 running backs have been horrible out of the gate so far. They're both averaging 2.2 yards per attempt. Bo Nix is being asked to throw 35 plus times a game, and the first 2 games looked really rough for him. No touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Through his first 3 games, he does not have a passing touchdown yet. He didn't turn the ball over this past week, and they ended up winning the game. Defensively, again, they've played really well, but they lost their leading tackler this past week to an ACL injury. Their linebacker, Alex Singleton, is now out because of the ACL injury. And someone who had 170 plus tackles last year. That's going to make a really big difference. We've seen over the last 2 years, Breece Hall run absolutely wild on this defense. Can he do it again? I think there's a chance the Jets are going to utilize both running backs in this game. You also have Braylon Allen, who's been extremely effective, running over 5 yards a carry. There's just a lot of things to me that are pointing the arrow towards the Jets. And this is yet another one. You add in, on top of all of that, Aaron Rodgers is unbelievable, like a God mode with extra rest at home. 13-0 in his career, 32 touchdowns to 8 picks, 295 yards per game. It's insane. That is absolutely insane numbers. So I am confident going into this game against the Denver Broncos. Let me know what you think about, 1, the Jets going against the Denver Broncos this week. And then number 2, what do you make of this Aaron Rodgers stat? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next time.